after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Avoiding the tackle, Bernard.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Right away, they'll change the look. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Here we go.
They run again with Dowdle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To throw from his end zone, Daniels. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Hey, kill.
Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. So given 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8 on the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Go, get out there, get forward in.
They run here with Dowdle. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down at the
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Prescott from the gun on third. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Here comes third and about a foot. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check for it in.
Throwing, Prescott. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And we'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And the Seahawks.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 19 left, turn to 6.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
19, 18. Turn 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon.
Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Shaheed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
70 range, 70 range.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. There we go. Strike. Left.
To throw is Daniels. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Daniels. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here go 46. Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 54. Why?
Here's Prescott. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Hey, Kim. Here we go, 46. Yeah. Here we go, going to finish. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
48-yard line.
Kill.
To throw is Prescott. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. Down the right sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rico Dowdle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Mitch Wishnowsky is set to kick off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the slant, it's Fant. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we can.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Steelers 9.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He is out of bounds right around the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's complete. Bernard. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go. Hey, kill. We're going to 54. Wide 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Steelers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
We're going to 53.
To the air again, Prescott. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Prescott fires one out wide complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
Yeah, here we go. Wide 8. Kill. 26.
Now Prescott. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now Daniels going to keep it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Dragons, 18, run, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19, go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Daniels. This one swung out here to Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out with a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 8, trap 50, Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Looking to put a drive together. A running play. It's down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
15 yards. And the Steelers first down.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rico Dowdle, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. First down, Seattle on a pickup at 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw. Daniels. They'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 5.
Yeah, here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3.
46, 46, 47. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense does.
It's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
18, 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
70 Ranger. Buffalo 8.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
And that's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
A 44-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Powering his way forward.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Prescott down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Second and 9.
Yeah! There we go!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
3rd and
Yeah!
2.
Here we go!
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Room here to run.
Down the left sideline.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Dowdle.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here we go. Trap Hutchins. 7 targets. Trap 50.
2nd and 6. And he's got him in. Downfield is Horton. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 81 yards.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Steelers 25.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
And their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth.
And Prescott, his third interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Left side, got Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10.
Drop 50, drop 50. Nice.
Throwing now is Daniels. It's complete to Jones. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Velus Jones
With career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it worked.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 38 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
60 average, 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tag. Bronco 80. Dragon 19 sight.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Come on, come on. Deputy, get the look.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe...
He's got him in, complete.
Down the left sideline.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
To try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Seahawks 56, Steelers 38.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.